into the peaceful embrace of Anne of Green Gables, a story as gentle as a warm breeze and as soothing as a lullaby. As the moon casts its silvery glow over the sleepy town of Avonlea, we invite you to step into a world where the rustling leaves and the whispers of the wind tell a story of love, dreams, and tender connections. Picture yourself in the quaint village, nestled amidst the verdant landscapes of Prince Edward Island, Canada. The air is scented with the sweetness of wildflowers and the earthy aroma of the countryside. It's a place where time moves at its own unhurried pace, where worries dissolve into the soft hues of the setting sun. In the heart of this idyllic setting lies Green Gables, a charming homestead that cradles an enchanting tale. It is here that Anne Shirley, a young orphan with a heart brimming with imagination and dreams, finds her way into the hearts of the Cuthberts, Marilla and Matthew. This is a story of Anne's delightful journey into their lives, where each page unfolds with the gentle rustle of leaves, narrating a tale of friendship, family, and the magic of finding one's home. So, dear listener, get comfortable under your favorite blanket. Let the moonlight be your guide, and allow the calming whispers of Anne's world to serenade you into a peaceful slumber. For within these pages lies a tranquil haven where dreams weave their own soft melodies, and where you can drift into a deep and restful sleep. In a quaint and timeless village where the rhythms of life danced to the whispers of wind through the maple trees, there lay the enchanting Avonlea, a tapestry of nature's artistry woven with hues of green. It stood proudly on Canada's Prince Edward Island. In this picturesque land, a tale unfolded, a tale of a young girl named Anne. Anne, a melody of dreams and a kaleidoscope of imagination, journeyed to Avonlea. With her heart as her compass, she arrived at Green Gables, a sanctuary of love and dreams, nestled in the embrace of the Cuthbert siblings, Marilla and Matthew. Oh, Anne was a symphony of spirit, a melody of hopes and dreams that echoed through the halls of Green Gables. Her eyes, windows to a world of wonder, danced with the melodies of adventure, and her laughter, a song of resilience, echoed in the hills and valleys of Avonlea. As Anne stepped into this new chapter of her life, the rhythm of her footsteps whispered tales of a spirited soul longing for belonging. The rhythm of her heart, a dance of anticipation, accompanied her as she entered the warmth of her new home. The Cuthberts, with hearts open like a serenade, embraced this whimsical girl into their lives. And thus, the rhythm of Anne's life intertwined with the heartbeat of Green Gables, creating a harmony of love, dreams, and the magic that danced in the soul of this imaginative orphan In the gentle cadence of a train's journey, Anne embarked on her adventure to Green Gables. The rhythmic chugging of the locomotive mirrored her heartbeat, alive with excitement and trepidation. Through the window, a moving canvas of Avonlea's landscape unfolded, painting a portrait of beauty and promise. Rolling hills dressed in the verdant green welcomed her, and the ocean's distant murmurs whispered tales of tales untold. But as the train came to a halt and Anne alighted onto the platform, fate composed a discordant note in the symphony of her expectations, a mix-up, a dissonance in the harmony of plans echoed through the station. The Cuthberts, Marilla and Matthew, had anticipated a young boy, a helper for their farmstead, to step off the train. Yet, the heavens had arranged for Anne to alight on this very platform. Their plans were entangled in a playful jest of destiny, a twist that would script a different tune in the story of Green Gables. The initial confusion, like a sudden shift in rhythm, left Anne standing there, a spirited note amidst a slightly off-key ensemble. With her fiery hair and her vibrant spirit, Anne brought her own unique melody to the unfolding symphony of Green Gables. Though initially unexpected, her presence added a delightful variation, a harmonious surprise to the Cuthbert's song of life. And so, the duet between Anne and Green Gables began, an exquisite arrangement composed by destiny's hand. In the gentle lilt of fate's whims, Anne stepped into the sphere of Marilla and Matthew Cuthbert. Their meeting was a dance of contrasting rhythms, a duet of reserved skepticism and lively exuberance. Marilla, a woman of composed steps and practical beats, greeted Anne with an air of solemnity. Her eyes, like metronomes measuring the cadence of Anne's demeanor, were initially filled with apprehension. The mix-up at the train station had stirred a disquiet in her heart, casting a shadow on the plans they had meticulously arranged. Yet, Anne, with her spirited grace, wove a tapestry of words and dreams that seemed to sway Marilla's initial reservations. Her vivid descriptions of Green Gables and her earnest desire for a home infused the air with a new tempo. A melody of yearning played within Anne's soul, and it resonated in the chambers of Marilla's hesitating heart. Matthew, a man of gentler tempo and kind-hearted beats, found himself enchanted by Anne's eloquence and imagination. His laughter, a soft melody of understanding, accompanied Anne's vibrant tales, creating an unexpected duet that broke the ice of uncertainty. As the days progressed, Marilla's heart, once guarded by skepticism, began to soften. The rhythms of Anne's laughter and the sincerity of her dreams composed a sonnet of change in Marilla's soul. The initial misunderstanding gave way to a gradual realization, a realization that Anne, with her buoyant spirit, was the missing note in the Cuthbert's melody of life. Through the intricate dance of fate's choreography, Marilla's hesitations evolved into a beautiful harmony of love and acceptance. Anne, the enchanting note in this familial ensemble, had found her place in the melody of Green Gables, resonating with the love and belonging she so earnestly sought. Anne's soul was a melody composed of dreams, an opus of imagination that painted the world with vibrant hues of wonder and romance. Her eyes, like the brush strokes of a passionate artist, created a canvas of beauty wherever she looked. In the gentle rhapsody of Anne's mind, the world was not merely a landscape, but a symphony of colors and textures. Green Gables, her newfound abode, was a sonnet in stone and wood, with verses sung by the rustling leaves and whispered secrets of the trees. To her, the house was a lyrical poem, each room a stanza telling tales of cozy nights and tender days. The gardens that adorned Green Gables were a dance of petals and fragrance, an ode to nature's elegance. Anne could hear the flowers singing their sweet serenades and feel the sunlight's embrace like a warm embrace from an old friend. The brook, babbling its eternal melody, was a companion in her imaginings, a playful note in the orchestra of her dreams. As she roamed the fields and forests, Anne's heart was an orchestra conductor, orchestrating the songs of the birds and the rustling of the leaves. Every gust of wind was a soft cadence, and every rustle in the bushes was a whispered sonnet. She breathed life into her surroundings, infusing the world with her own poetic melody. With words spun from her fervent spirit, Anne painted pictures with her phrases, describing Avonlea's beauty in a way that made even the dullest heart take notice. She spoke of meadows that wore the hues of the sunset, of hilltops crowned with an ethereal glow, and of the ocean's waves that whispered their secrets to the moon. In Anne's poetic gaze, even the mundane became magical, for she saw life not just as it was, but as it could be, a grand ballad waiting to be sung, an epic tale yet to unfold. Through her eyes, the world was a symphony, and every soul was a precious note, contributing to the opus of existence. On the cusp of her new life at Avonlea, Anne's heart beat like a staccato of excitement and apprehension as she approached her first day at school. The rhythm of her steps was filled with the anticipation of new friendships and adventures. As she walked through the threshold of the school, Anne felt the eyes of her classmates like a symphony, each glance a musical note. Some curious, others skeptical, but amidst them all, she hoped to find a kindred soul, a melody that would harmonize with her own. However, the day unfolded with a syncopated rhythm, presenting a series of misadventures. Anne, being her exuberant self, was a magnet for mishaps. From her accidental meeting with the blackboard, leaving a chalky arpeggio on her nose, to her lively encounter with a mouse that set the classroom into a flurry of notes. Her day was a playful medley of awkwardness and laughter. Yet, amidst the missteps and offbeat moments, fate composed a melodic surprise. In the midst of the laughter and chaos, Anne's eyes met those of another soul, a girl named Diana Barry. Diana's gaze was a soothing chord in the midst of the lively cacophony. Their hearts found a shared tempo, and their smiles orchestrated a friendship that would echo through the corridors of time. Their laughter, like the tinkling of wind chimes, filled the air as they exchanged stories, hopes, and dreams during recess. Diana became Anne's bosom friend, a term of endearment that symbolized the deep, resonant harmony of their friendship. It was a friendship scored in the sweetest notes of trust, sincerity, and understanding. Their bond was a serenade, a duet of souls that played on through the years, through the ups and downs of life. Anne and Diana, a symphony of friendship, complemented and supported each other, creating a musical narrative that would forever sing the melody of true companionship, loyalty, and love. Within the gentle melodies of Avonlea, Anne's presence brought a crescendo of joy and love, captivating the hearts of Marilla and Matthew Cuthbert. Their attachment to her was a rising arpeggio, a tender melody that blossomed over time. Marilla, initially reserved and cautious, found her heart warming to Anne's effervescence and enchanting outlook on life. Anne's imagination and dreams wove a gentle melody into Marilla's life, softening the notes of skepticism that once played in her heart. Anne became the song of hope Marilla never knew she needed, infusing her days with laughter and filling her heart with the warmth of a newfound daughterly love. Matthew, the soft-spoken and kind-hearted soul, was the first to feel the tune of affection for Anne. His eyes, like a gentle ballad, saw Anne's goodness and potential from the very start. He became Anne's confidant, her friend, and a source of unwavering support. Their special bond was a duet, a harmony that underscored the growing attachment within the walls of Green Gables. As Anne's days at Green Gables turned into weeks and months, Marilla's heart played a dueling melody, a composition of uncertainty and love. An internal symphony of decisions echoed within her. The mischievous incidents and endearing quirks that defined Anne also became notes of dilemma. Marilla wrestled with the chords of responsibility and affection, caught between the heartfelt melody of attachment and the logical rhythm of the original plan. The misgivings about Anne's unconventional behavior clashed with the beauty of her spirit and the warmth of her laughter. Yet, as Marilla listened to the whispers of her heart and witnessed Anne's growth, the internal struggle slowly waned. The The melody of love proved to be more powerful than the discord of uncertainty. Anne had become an essential part of the symphony of Green Gables, and Marilla's heart resonated with the harmonious chords of family, love, and belonging. In the end, the composition of affection, crafted by Anne's presence and love, won Marilla's heart. Anne's place at Green Gables was affirmed, and the final note of acceptance resounded, a triumphant and resolute chord that marked the beginning of a beautiful and enduring musical bond. In the waltz of Anne's days at Green Gables, her heart was an orchestra, every beat a dance of fascination and wonder. The landscape of Avonlea was a symphony, and she its devoted conductor. With her vivid imagination and artistic prose, Anne painted every blade of grass and whispered breeze with a story of its own. The world around her was a ballad waiting to be sung, and she was its eager troubadour. From the enchanting lake of shining waters to the whispering woods, each nook and cranny played a role in her musical escapades. One of Anne's amusing duets took place with Rachel Lynde, the town's sharp-tongued matron. Their encounters were a syncopated rhythm, a playful interplay of misunderstandings. Anne, being Anne, often found herself in the midst of humorous misadventures. Rachel, initially perplexed by Anne's flights of fancy and fanciful vocabulary, was like a cymbal crash in Anne's otherwise melodious existence. Their exchanges were a playful melody, a combination of Anne's imagination and Rachel's pragmatism. In one whimsical encounter, Anne was mistaken for a boy by Mrs. Rachel Lynde, a comic note in the grand symphony of misunderstandings. Anne's fiery response, a staccato of indignation, clashed with Rachel's arpeggio of surprise, creating a comical harmony. As time danced forward, their relationship evolved into a lively duet. Anne's spirited nature and endearing qualities began to temper Rachel's stern judgments. Rachel, despite her initial skepticism, started to see the charm in Anne's imaginative melodies. Their humorous misunderstandings became a humorous tune that played throughout Anne's journey in Avonlea. Through these comical notes, Anne's adventurous spirit found harmony, creating a unique blend of mirth and merriment. And so, in the musical landscape of Green Gables, Anne's encounters with Rachel were a playful refrain, a cheerful reminder that life's tapestry is woven with a mix of high and low, sharp and flat, creating a composition that is uniquely enchanting. Anne's odyssey in Avonlea was more than a simple voyage. It was a sonnet of self-discovery and a ballad of growth. Her heartstrings were tuned to the rhythms of her experiences, each note shaping her into a harmonious symphony of resilience and wisdom. In the orchestra of her life, the incident of the broken slate at school played a pivotal tune. Anne, in her her spirited eagerness became entangled in a discordant note. The slate, an innocent prop in her learning duet, shattered into dissonance, reflecting the temporary discord in her relationship with Gilbert Blythe. This incident was a fortissimo of humility for Anne. Gilbert's accidental tease wounded her pride, making her aware of her own vanity and the need to harmonize with others. In this crescendo of realization, Anne learned that life's song was not just a solo, but a grand ensemble where every note mattered. But Anne's growth didn't end there. A beautiful adagio of remorse and courage followed, as she mustered the strength to apologize to Mrs. Rachel Lynde for her earlier fiery retort. It was a humbling tune, a melody of maturity played on the strings of her soul. Anne's apology was an aria of grace and humility, an acknowledgement that even the most vibrant melodies must learn to apologize and mend the occasional discord in the grand symphony of life. Mrs. Rachel Lynde, surprised by Anne's sincere and heartfelt apology, responded in kind, turning their discord into a beautiful duet of forgiveness and understanding. This chapter in Anne's journey was a gentle reminder that growth often sprouts from the seeds of humility and understanding. The incident and its resolution were pivotal bars in the music of Anne's life, setting the stage for the resounding melody of her continued self-discovery and the harmonious composition of her ever-evolving soul. In the lyrical tapestry of Anne's life, the blossoming friendship with Diana Barry was a sweet, melodious tune that played a significant chord. Their hearts synchronized effortlessly, creating a beautiful duet of friendship that would resonate through the corridors of time. Their friendship was an allegro of adventures, a lively composition that unfolded in the enchanted corners of Avonlea. Anne and Diana's imaginative play was a sonnet of youthful dreams, where each nook and cranny of the neighborhood became a stage for their creative duets. Among their many escapades, the Lake of Shining Waters episode was a concerto of Anne's poetic soul. Anne, the wordsmith, wove a ballad with her phrases, describing the lake in a way that would make even the muses sigh in awe. The lake, with its glistening waters and sun-kissed ripples, became Anne's muse, inspiring her to compose an ode to its beauty. Her poetic descriptions were a serenade, each word a note in the symphony of her admiration. Lake of Shining Waters became a title worthy of its grandeur, a title that echoed the essence of this splendid natural marvel. Anne's poetic interpretations infused life into the scenery, transforming the ordinary into the extraordinary. Her descriptions painted the lake in hues of enchantment, and with every poetic stroke, she added a new dimension to the melody of her surroundings. Through this musical prose, Anne's friendship with Diana found a poetic echo. Diana, ever the patient and appreciative audience, joined Anne in this artistic symphony, her laughter a gentle coda to the playful melody of their bond. In the grand opera of Anne's life, the Lake of Shining Waters episode was a delightful aria, a shimmering note that encapsulated the imaginative vigor of youth and the artistry of friendship. Anne, with her poetic verses, turned the ordinary into extraordinary, adding a poetic flourish to the ever-growing composition of her vibrant life. In the grand finale of the symphony that was Anne's arrival at Green Gables, Marilla's heart played a tender and resolute melody. The journey of doubt and deliberation reached its zenith, and with clarity akin to a crescendo, Marilla made her final decision to keep Anne within the hallowed walls of Green Gables. The musical score of Marilla's heart had evolved from hesitant notes to a harmonious chord. Anne, with her vibrant spirit and endearing ways, had orchestrated a transformation within Marilla. The discord of uncertainty had given way to a melody of love and acceptance. Marilla's decision to keep Anne was a sonnet of love, a beautiful composition born from witnessing Anne's growth, witnessing her heart's desires, and understanding the depth of her spirit. Anne had become an integral part of the Cuthberts' lives. Her laughter a sweet refrain, her dreams a poignant verse in the song of their family. As Anne found her footing and flourished in the nurturing embrace of Green Gables, the relationship between Marilla and Anne transformed into a duet of understanding. The initial skepticism had transformed into trust, the hesitations into embraces. Marilla became a mentor, a guide, and a mother figure to Anne, offering advice and wisdom like gentle musical notes, blending seamlessly with Anne's exuberance. Anne, in turn, brought laughter, imagination, and a youthful spirit to Marilla's life, infusing her days with a vibrancy she hadn't known before. Their relationship was a beautiful and evolving composition, each note a testament to their shared experiences, their growing affection, and the unwavering support they provided for one another. Anne learned from Marilla's wisdom, and Marilla learned from Anne's free-spirited view of the world. In the orchestral finale of Anne's arrival at Green Gables, the crescendo was a celebration of love, family, and the beautiful melody of belonging. Anne's place was firmly established, and her presence in Marilla's and Matthew's lives became an everlasting and resonant note in the timeless song of Green Gables. Anne's arrival at Green Gables marked a transformation, a metamorphosis that added a vibrant and resonant note to the lives of the Cuthberts. From the moment Anne set foot in Avonlea, her imaginative and spirited soul began to intertwine with Marilla's and Matthew's hearts, painting a unique and heartwarming family portrait. Anne's Anne's transformation was a symphony of growth, love, and resilience. Her poetic outlook on life and vivid imagination played a melodious part in softening Marilla's heart, soothing the skepticism and uncertainties that once marked their relationship. Anne's laughter became a joyous refrain in the household, and her dreams and ambitions infused the Cuthberts' lives with renewed purpose and vitality. The bond between Anne, Marilla, and Matthew was the heartstrings of the melody that defined Green Gables. Their relationship evolved from a chance encounter to a deep-rooted familial connection. Matthew, the gentle and caring soul, provided unwavering support and unconditional love to Anne, becoming a fatherly figure she never had. Marilla, the pragmatic yet warm-hearted woman, offered guidance and discipline, a nurturing presence akin to a mother. Together, they formed a trio, their interactions a dance of understanding, love, and growth. The Cuthberts embraced a new family dynamic, one enriched by Anne's effervescent spirit and the wisdom of shared experiences. Anne found in Marilla a mentor and in Matthew a beloved father, while Marilla and Matthew discovered in Anne a daughter whose dreams and aspirations added a symphonic richness to their lives. Their home, Green Gables, resonated with the harmonious chords of love, acceptance, and belonging. The laughter that echoed in the halls, the conversations around the hearth, and the adventures they undertook together created a harmonious melody, a familial tune that would forever grace the annals of their lives. In the end, Anne's integration into the Cuthberts' lives was not just an addition, but a transformative note. Together, they composed a beautiful and heartfelt composition, a song of love and belonging that played through the years, echoing the joy of family and the beauty of a kindred spirit finding its place in the world.